So I'm actually running out of time. I have to leave for my gym in 10-15 minutes. But before going, I need a quick dose of caffeine. So I thought, why not just make a coffee and also make a YouTube video? I know that's lame, but still. Um, you can judge me all you want, but मैंने कल के कपड़े नहीं बदले हैं और जिम है यार क्या फर्क पड़ता है It's going to be I think legs day today. So the reason why I decided to make this video, first of all, good evening. I hope that you're having a good evening. इतना काफी होना चाहिए. Yeah, थोड़ा सा और थोड़ा सा. I was just having this conversation in my WhatsApp group of this, community that I run called Feral Women Club. So it's also regarding this space that I work when it comes to reminding women that they have to still catch hold of their self and their sense of reality after they become mothers. And the interesting thing is that for the longest time, I would just kind of reason myself with this whole thing. It's an excuse that, oh, but Nimesha, you're not really a mother. What do you know? Because I remember, a couple of times women really getting triggered by some things I would share with them to hold them accountable. But then they would be like, oh, Nimesha, but like, you're not a mother. So how would you know, like, what I'm dealing with? And initially, I used to accept that statement until I kind of saw that no, I actually do know. And I do understand. And I understand enough to be able to hold you accountable. Because it's not just that I have also been working and living with so many mothers and kids, and some of them have like way less resources than actually I do or you do. And so I saw the contrast. Basically, it's again the mindset work, that some mothers would respond with, oh, thank you, Nimesha, you're helping me gain better connection with my child. And some women would get triggered when I would throw truth at them and just be like, you talk too much for a woman who doesn't have a child, kind of a thing, that who are you to tell me that I should work out, or who are you to tell me that I need more protein, or who are you to tell me to, parent my child a certain way. Or single mothers specifically get really triggered, because they're like, oh, but you don't understand single motherhood, it's so difficult. I want you to see this like a space of mindset for sure if you really want to grow, because there can be a million reasons you can give to yourself for not being equipped enough for your child, or you can just face it that you're not equipped enough and then do something about it. You can't always keep blaming your parents that, oh, they didn't do it, that's why we're suffering. So what? Now you're gonna suffer, and then pass on this suffering to what? Your child? Do you want your child also to do the same? Why? Like, you still have the timeline. You still have the timeline to repair things. So either you can just scroll on your phone for like 10 hours or talk random bullshit, gossipy stuff with your relatives for like 2 hours straight on the FaceTime or a call, or you can really give this time to your child and not be triggered. Obviously, be triggered and then face your triggers while being with them. It's a lot of hard work. What were you thinking? It's not gonna be hard work. So I think that's the whole thing. When people say you don't know how much hard work it is, I know the hard work it is, and I knew it all along, and I will always know it is hard work. That's exactly what I mean. So do the hard work. Parenting was never really supposed to be easy. Giving birth, postpartum, all of these things, it was never really supposed to be something like, oh yeah. See, with every generation that passes, with every, like, it's evolution, right? So you can't just blame it on the fact that, but it is a lot of hard work. Then just go into freeze mode or flight and fight mode and just be like, a lot of hard work, scrolling through now random content on social media, going through these memes, sending it to your friends, or talking about this sister-in-law or brother-in-law did this to me, my brother said that to me. Or just really fucking keep that aside and see what's your priority, to really not fuck up my child so much that I've been fucked up, or just like really make excuses about it, that this thing happened with me, nobody taught me this, nobody taught you this. Now you have the resources to learn on your own. Research, reach out, like do whatever you can in your capacity. Like that's the difference I see when I meet some mothers who are even like coming, like I've met people in general who don't see parenting in this particular way. And I, okay, let me be very honest here when I say what it really means, that I have met parents who would own a fucking villa, drivers, servants, nannies, and they would really look down upon parenting, and they would call their kids like demons, and they would belittle their kids all the time. They would, kind of make a lot of humor around raising children, and like constantly make fun of parenting and their kids in general who are just being kids, trying to make teach them how to behave and stuff. um and then there are these parents that I've seen who literally just live in 1 BHK, but their kids are extremely aligned with truth. They love their bodies, they love their parents, they are okay and comfortable with being kids and not being constantly controlled and looked down upon as kids. Their decision making is respected. They are given power, autonomy to speak for themselves. They are heard, seen, and loved and held. And so that's the difference. Resources, less resources, but more prioritization, clarity, effort, connection with the child is the priority here. And here there are 1,000 excuses that this person is making. मेरा तो blood pressure high रहता है, मैं तो इसलिए कुछ नहीं कर पाता, whatever, I have too much work, like, so we got this, we hired that. Bullshit. And then later on you realize we tried our best. Oh, did you? Did you really? You tried your best? Yeah, okay. Call it a rant or whatever, but I don't think this is what I'm sharing is a rant. It's like mirror. So when people say I tried my best, did you? Or were you just living in delulu or convincing yourselves that you were trying your best? So specifically when it comes to physical fitness, like having sick parents are worse than having no parents. Because when a child grows up in an environment where they have to constantly be there for their parents and take care of them, shifts the entire mindset and mental well-being of a child. For me, that was the case. Like growing up, I had to constantly rush my parents to hospitals, talk to. That's why I'm so equipped today to talk to the hospital staff. And like, I don't zone out. I don't freeze. In fact, even if my friends have anything going on in their, houses, when somebody falls sick, they call me, and I literally pack my bags and leave next second, because I know that they will freeze, and I have to go and talk to the hospital staff, check, show them the reports, and consult and everything. And I got so equipped at such a young age about this is because I lived in that threat all the freaking time, because my father would fall sick and I had to just be like, oh yeah, he's gonna die tomorrow maybe. Like, look at him, like being, I think he's almost leaving this world. Like it used to be that instant. So the whole act of being in that survival taught me like being so equipped. And am I proud of it? Hell no. But did it really teach me a lesson? Hell yes. And the lesson is that I never want to be that parent in my life ever who is talking about physical pain and body image issues in front of my kids ever. I never want my daughter to look at me in the light where I'm being like, मैं मोटी तो नहीं लग रही हूँ ना. I don't think this looks good on me. I'm not feeling good about my arm or my body, or but I am too tired today to go on a walk with you, or like have a lower back pain. No, nah, nah, nah. You want to go take a dive right now? Let's go for a dive. You want to go for a run right now? Let's go for a run. And I know this sounds so unrealistic to a lot of people when they say that, Nimesh, you're not a parent yet now. That's why you say all these things. Honestly, as I said, I've seen the contrast. I have seen people shift their life upside down with just two particular mindsets. Either they really want to be there with their kids and participate in the life in real time actively, or they can give themselves a zillion excuses about why parenting it's so hard, and like, that's why these are match up. You gotta match up. You can't make your kids match up to your age. You shouldn't. That's the whole point. You're supposed to match up somewhere in between with their energy and their dreams and their visions, because all that they have really got is you. All that they can really cherish and their memories with is you. And after a certain point, after a certain age, that's not going to be you either, because then they will have their own set of friends to travel with and their partners and whatnot. So there's a limited time period that you have with them. I hope you realize that it's so weird when it happens that sometimes when I see a parent getting so frustrated when their child is crying and throwing a tantrum, and they shove a fucking pacifier in their child's mouth because now that's the baby, the baby's gonna shut up for a bit. Do you realize what do you realize what you're doing? You know, I mean, I get it. So I know this whole concept of just like, I know fathers get to get away with being a dumb fuck, because all these generations we are very much we have been very accepting of fathers not being present and fathers being complete assholes and being emotionally absent, physically absent from a child's life. But when a mother is even slightly imperfect, we kind of really be like, oh, you're just a bad mother. So I even acknowledge that aspect, that I don't even tell a mother to be perfect. I'm not even saying be perfect, because both father and mother can't be perfect, okay? And of course, we cut more slack to the father than the mother. But even it's not about gender anymore. It's about the child. God damn it! You get it? We can't be stuck in a war where, but his father didn't do much for him, so why should I? Then you are stuck in trauma loop. You are stuck in your own issues, and before you even know it, your child will be in therapy, and yep, it's gonna be another ball game altogether. um Sad, right? So this is my generation trying to do whatever we can in order to reduce that. But I'm literally taking extra responsibility on myself just so that I can protect not just my kids but also my friends' kids one day, because the time is changing and things going to be very different in the future. It's not going to be as safe, it's not going to be as easy. um, they'll have to be stronger. Our kids have to be stronger. They'll have to be more disciplined from the inside, not controlled from the outside. They'll have to respect the weak. They'll have to learn how to train their minds and be warriors. So I think a lot of people don't realize that they're still living in a bubble of giving their kids iPads and waiting for the right time for the kids to work out when they're 16, 15. No, you have to strength train yourself, point number one, and also take your kids to the gym and do strength training with them, even if they're 3 years old, 4 years old. Give them like a tiny bit of whatever. Let them watch you because see, it's about, they will learn first of all discipline, about their body, about their mind, how to regulate their emotions, not channel their anger on another person, not be a bully. They will learn how to respect themselves and other person who is maybe physically weak. There has to be this sense of chivalry in the body ingrained, that wow, like I've been working on myself, I've seen my body go through so much, evolve. So by the time they hit teenage years, they become extremely noble. And when I say noble, they know how to respect another human being and respect themselves and look them in the eye and just be like, yeah, I'm so proud of myself, I have a strong body, I can protect my sister, I can protect my brother, I can protect myself, and without even letting it hit my ego. So when a person kind of goes through this painful transformation, because working out and strength training is enjoyment के लिए नहीं होता है ये कि, और मुझे, मैं enjoy नहीं कर रही, मैं हूँ जिम इसलिए मैं नहीं जाती हूँ। पहले मैं ऐसी थी, आई यूज्ड टू टेल माय सेल्फ, यार मेरे से तो enjoy नहीं होती जिमिंग में, मैं इसलिए नहीं जाती हूँ। मैं enjoy करने के लिए नहीं होता है ये। इट्स अ पेनफुल प्रोसेस, यू इंटेंशनली साइन अप फॉर पेन कि आज तो मेरी मरेगी, मतलब आज तो इतनी बुरी मरेगी मेरी कि बाय द एंड ऑफ द नाइट आई वोंट बी एबल टू इवन वॉक प्रॉपरली। लाइक पता है मुझे आज मेरा लेग्स डे है, मैं कैसे आऊंगी, कैसे चलूंगी। इट्स गोना बी पेनफुल, like so much of discomfort, mental, emotional, and like physical, all three. You get stretched to your maximum capacity in every set that you take, right? गालियां मतलब निकल रही होती है यार. दैट्स वाई इट्स इंपॉर्टेंट टू गो टू जिम, बिकॉज अगर आप वहाँ नहीं जाओगे तो आप दूसरों पे ये गालियाँ निकालोगे, आप खुद पे निकालोगे, आप खुद को हेट करोगे. एंड दैट्स वाई लाइक पीपल हु डोंट गो टू जिम, दे शुड सिट देमसेल्व्स डाउन एंड आस्क कि भाई क्या रेजिस्टेंस है, कि मैं खुद को क्या रीज़न दे रही हूँ या दे रहा हूँ. कि कुछ बोलेंगे और मेरी तो उम्र हो गई है, अब कौन करेगा, ये सब बुलशिट है. अगर हमारे माँ बाप सही टाइम पे जिम चले जाते तो आधे लोग तो हम इतने स्कार्ड होते ही नहीं. पहली बात तो ये, क्योंकि जो इमोशनल बैलेंस जिम जाके आता है वो नहीं आया उनमें. जो सेंस ऑफ सिक्योरिटी जो जिम जाके आती है वो नहीं आई उनमें. मेंटल मेच्योरिटी वो नहीं आई उनमें. उनको फाइट करना नहीं आता है, उनको खुद से फाइट करना नहीं आता है. लाइक ना, और तो वो दूसरों पे ही अपने इनसिक्योरिटीज प्रोजेक्ट करते हैं सब लोग, राइट. जो इंसान जिम जाके डिसिप्लिन सीख जाता है, रिस्पेक्ट सीख जाता है, वो ऐसी फालतू की हरकत नहीं करता. वही इंसान ये एक्सक्यूज बनाता है कि जिसने स्ट्रेंथ ट्रेनिंग नहीं करी होती है. सो जिसने कर ली होती है उसको पता होता है कि भाई क्या मेहनत लगती है. एंड उसके बाद रिस्पेक्ट करने लग जाते हो आप हर उस इंसान को जो जा रहा है कंसिस्टेंटली एंड मरा रहा है रोज अपनी, बट फिर भी रिजल्ट को देख के जो सुकून मिलता है ना, वो और oh, this is a good coffee. Oh my god, I will now enjoy this coffee after this 15-16 minutes of whatever I did. But yeah, if you are also still running away from accountability and not being a fitter version of you, sit yourself down, journal, or ask yourself, what am I really embarrassed of? Or what reason am I giving to myself? And then find a counter reason for it and go for it. जिस चीज़ से डर लगे या जिस चीज़ को लेके तुम एक्सक्यूज़ बनाओ उसको कर डालो. उसके बाद नहीं अच्छी लगे तो बात करना. और ये जो होता है ना कि लोगों को होता है कभी कभी कि अरे एक ट्रेनर मैंने ट्राई तो किया था बट वो सही नहीं निकला, तो एक और ढूंढो, दूसरा ढूंढो, तीसरा ढूंढो, अरे 10 ढूंढो, ट्राई तो करो. लाइक अगर कोई चीज़ नहीं फिट बैठती है तो आप सोल्यूशन निकालते हो, राइट. ऐसे थोड़ी हो कि अब तो नहीं हो रहा. तो ये लेम हरकत मत क्या करो. और दूसरा प्रोटीन को लेके भी, लाइक कि प्रोटीन वे पाउडर मुझे सूट नहीं करता, तो वे लेने को कौन कह रहा है, मत लो ना वे. टेक प्लांट बेस्ड प्रोटीन, आई टेक कॉस्मिक्स. सी ऑल्टरनेट्स. अगर आपको बदलना है तो आपको उसी तरीके से एक्ट भी करना पड़ेगा. आप बैठ के खुद को एक्सक्यूजेस भी दे सकते हो, 10-15 हज़ार जो आपको देने हैं, और फिर आप रोते रहो फिर उसी बारे में कि लाइक आई डोंट फील वेरी सिक्योर अबाउट माई बॉडी. एंड देन यू मेक देन अदर पीपल ऑल्सो इनसिक्योर अबाउट देयर बॉडीज, राइट. तो आप अपनी बेटी आपको देख रही है, आपकी बेटी आपको देख रही है कि हाउ माई मदर इज एक्टिंग अबाउट हर बॉडी, हाउ शी इज टॉकिंग अबाउट हर बॉडी, शी विल ऑल्सो लर्न दैट. So instead of that, you take her to gym as well with you. Teach her as well how to take care of herself. Make it like a love language. The future needs it. The future needs more conscious warriors, lovers and warriors. It's a beautiful combination. And primitive societies like literally thrived on it. Lovers and warriors together. So that's how you have to be. Love yourself, be secure in your body, and be so secure that you never have to ask somebody like while getting ready कि क्या मैं इसमें अच्छी लग रही हूँ, क्या मैं इसमें सही लग रहा. पता होना चाहिए कि आप अच्छे लग रहे हो अंदर से. तारीफ लेना अलग बात होती है, दैट यस गिव मी अ कॉम्प्लीमेंट वट एवर, बट खुद को ही इतना सिक्योर समझना कि भाई नो आई नो वट एवर आई एम वेयरिंग इज लुकिंग गुड ऑन मी. चॉइस पूछ सकते हो आप कि ये पहनूँ कि ये पहनूँ, वो ठीक है, बट अच्छी लग रही हूँ या नहीं, अच्छा लग रहा हूँ या नहीं. Very insecure, and that's why it's so important. Like I was just saying this, that physical strength is the most primal strength ever. And that's why we always see that जो men होते हैं, जो physically strong होते हैं, they feel so superior, right? Because उनको पता है कि चाहे पढ़े लिखे होना हो, बुद्धि होना हो, physically बहुत strong है. So they primarily feel strong and superior no matter where they go, कि they can survive through anything because they're physically strong. पर यही तुम ऐसे इंसान से मिलो जो स्किनी है या फिर वो जिम नहीं जा रहा है, जो नॉर्मल भी है, जिसका फिजिक ओके, नॉट वेरी मस्कुलर, नॉट वेरी लीन और वट नॉर्मल, बट फिजिकली स्ट्रांग नहीं है, इंटेलेक्चुअली बहुत स्ट्रांग है, बहुत मतलब सारी किताबें पढ़ ली, PhD कर ली, नर्ड एज फक, अब ये क्या होगा, ये इंसान फिर भी अंदर इनसिक्योर ही रहेगा घूम फिर के, क्योंकि वो कॉम्पेंसेट कर रहा है अपनी फिजिकल स्ट्रेंथ से. पहली बात तो ये. सेकेंडली, वो इंटेलेक्चुअल जो सिक्योरिटी होती है ना, वो बहुत it's not very lasting that way. um, anybody can outdo you intellect, but in physical strength you have to understand only warrior is there who respects another warrior, क्योंकि मेहनत दिखती है आपकी. So I always say that even for women it's the same. If you think that हाँ मैं तो पतली हूँ, मुझे क्या ज़रूरत है स्ट्रेंथ ट्रेनिंग की, मुझे क्या ज़रूरत है एक्स्ट्रा प्रोटीन खाने की, मैं तो योगा भी नहीं करती, मैं तो पिलाटेस नहीं करती, मैं तो जिम नहीं जाती, मैं क्यों लूँ प्रोटीन. प्रोटीन चाहिए होता है बॉडी को, इसलिए आपका ब्रेन काम नहीं करेगा एक हिस्सा अगर आप प्रोटीन का एक स्कूप रोज नहीं लोगे. डजेंट मैटर आप जिम जा रहे हो कि नहीं आफ्टर सर्टेन एज. सो एंड इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स स्पेसिफिकली वाइल वर्किंग आउट. एंड ये सारी टिप्स मैं दे तो रही हूँ, बट मुझे क्या बोलूँ like, मुझे खुद मतलब बहुत देर से समझ आएंगे. एंड दैट्स वाई आई एम सो पैशनेटली स्पीकिंग, बिकॉज काश मुझे पहले समझ आ जाती यार. But thankfully, it's never too late. I feel still there's time, and that's why I keep suggesting my friends to catch up, figure out, get your shit together. Telling you the same. So, fuck yeah, I'm getting late. Okay, bye.